comment, but I'll forgive you this time, Floyd. To those of you who don't know Floyd, he would have been what I call one of the founding fathers of our church. Yeah, you were part of the group that decided to gather as a church. And how many years ago did you move to camp? 6 years in June. Wow, time flies, I guess. So they moved to camp, Allegheny Boys Camp, as a family worker 6 years ago. So it's good to when you guys come. It feels right. So thanks for coming and sharing with us this morning. I want to start the message by reading two stories. The first story is in Mark 12:41-44. Now Jesus sat opposite the treasury and saw the people put money into the treasury, and many who were rich put in much. Then one poor widow came and threw in 2 mites, which make a quadrans. So he called his disciples to him and said to them, "Assuredly, I say to you that this poor widow has put in more than all those who have given to the treasury. For they all put in out of their abundance, but she out of her poverty put in all that she had, her whole livelihood." The second story is about Albert Lexie. In 1981, Albert Lexie started working at the Children's Hospital in Pittsburgh, shining and cleaning shoes. He would shine a pair of shoes for $5. Sometimes he was given a tip. The largest tip he ever received was $50. As styles changed, his business began to dwindle, but Albert continued on. He retired in 2013 after working at the hospital for 32 years. There was a farewell party, and the hospital staff and administration expressed how much they will miss him. But when he walked out the door on his last day, his influence at the hospital continued. All those years of shining shoes, Albert donated 30% of his own earnings and all his tips to the Free Care Fund. The Free Care Fund was a fund that was set up at the hospital to help financially, or to help families with little money. They gave financial aid to the families with little money so that they could receive care for their children. In total, in 32 years, he donated over $200,000 to the hospital. As just a shoe shiner, he donated that much. These two stories show that generosity is not as much about what is in your pocket, but what is in your heart. Generosity is not only giving money, but it's taking time to care for those around you. It's giving people the benefit of the doubt. It's treating others with respect. Generosity is giving something to someone without expecting anything in return. And this morning, I want to look especially at the financial aspect of generosity, specifically the idea of tithing. I understand that the word tithe can be a trigger word for some, and I'm fairly certain